I'm sipping, 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 I'm sipping.
Sipping, I'm 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 sipping. Sipping, I'm 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 sipping.
This is Sipping with Sammie. I am Sipping with Sammie, Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't sipping with Sammie, you ain't sipping right. Please get your fucking life together. And we in here, man. Thanks for joining us once again. It's a blessing to be here. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and all that goodness. Now, the face we have with me today is probably one that you've seen before. Some shows have friends of the show. I'm from the Barstool culture, so we have regulars. So he's a regular now. You know what I'm saying? My guy Vito in the building. What's up with you, bro? How you feeling?
Hey, man, Sam. How you feeling, Playboy?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
You know why I'm excited, Vito?
Why you excited, bro?
Because you called me and said, yo, I'm up to some shit and I need to come through.
Right.
In so many words, right?
In so many words.
And that excites me because I know one thing's for sure, two things for sure. You can tell if you look at the brother. He's very particular about every little thing he do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He got the OCD on the dressing, and he treats his career the same way. He has clothing lines and other businesses. And he's meticulous about when he wants to present to the people.
Mm-hmm.
I guess would be the best way to say it. So, with that being said, with you being excited about something, that excites me.
Right.
Because that means that you done did some shit you proud of.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Fact, though.
So what have I missed, man? Fill me in, man. Let's catch up a little bit.
I've been grinding, man. I met up with this boy named Ayo Got the Sauce.
Okay.
New producer from out of Philly, you know what I'm saying? Dope. He got some beats. Mm-hmm. And I told him we got to work together. You know what I mean? So now we've been working. Came up with a little EP. And it's out on all platforms. You know what I mean? It's streaming everywhere.
Dope. What's the name?
The name of the EP is called The Juice versus the Sauce.
The Juice versus
Ayo got the juice, and Ayo got the sauce.
Right, and Vito got the juice.
Vito got the juice.
Yo.
So the juice versus the sauce. That's what we calling it.
So what about this producer made you feel like locking in like that?
He got a lot of joints that he played for me, and they was bangers. They was heat.
How'd you meet?
Mutual friends. Mutual friends.
Somebody said y'all would work well together. And
together. And he played some joints for me, and them joints was heat.
That's dope.
Heat, man.
So what's the energy like for this EP?
You know what I be on. You know, fly shit. You know what I mean. Got some deep shit on them Jones. Mm-hmm. Talking about my experience, man. But it's definitely a vibe. You put it on, you gonna like it. You gonna like it.
How old is he? Around? Do you know?
He's in his mid-20s. I mean, Ayo Got the Sauce in his mid-20s. Young boy.
I'm listening to the name and I'm like, sound young. So that's
young boy. Ayo Got the Sauce. Check him out.
Definitely check out Ayo Got the Sauce. That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
So, how long was the process?
Process took maybe about 4 months.
Okay.
4 months. Yeah, I sat on the joint for a little bit. I didn't drop it yet. Had to tweak it a little bit. Mm-hmm. And it came out maybe like last month.
How many records?
It has 4 joints on there.
So when you go into locking in with a new producer and you already feel the vibe, so you know like, I want to get some real work done. Mm-hmm. How do you settle on how many songs or what type of project you want to work on, or do you just go with the flow and see where you land?
Sometimes I go with the flow, see where I land. But this joint, I was just picking the certain joints. I wanted to just get something out there because I've been like out the mix for a minute. So I really wanted to get the fans some new music from Vito. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
absolutely. It's time.
You know what I mean? They be listening. They be looking like, y'all need to hear some new stuff. So when I went to Ayo, he played me like 2 joints. I took 2 that day. Next week they went back, grabbed about 2 more, laid them joints, took them to the studio, recorded them. Now I'm out pressing them. I'm out pushing them. You know what I mean?
That's dope. And that's what's crazy because one thing is synergy between producer and artist, right? Mm-hmm. That's a blessing. Like, it don't always happen. Like,
right.
We got greats like Nas that heavily was criticized for beat selection.
Yeah, that's facts.
And then he gets a new young producer, Hit Boy, and they put out 4 phenomenal projects that's cohesive as hell. And it fills in that gap so that Nas's career doesn't end with that asterisk on it.
Yup.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Now we looking in a different light.
Yep.
And we know that just like 3 Stacks, Nas is really artistic in a way that he tries to oversimplify sometimes when he picks music.
Right.
Tries to complicate when you know what I mean?
Right.
He's in there fighting himself. Ain't nobody to battle but you when you that great.
Yeah.
But
I believe that.
for the listener, everybody needs their hit boy.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying?
You need that that breath of
energy
fresh
that
air.
put
You know what I'm saying?
That put you there and still allows you to do what you do though.
Mm-hmm.
Like you ain't gotta change. You ain't gotta do what the young niggas is doing.
No.
Give us what you give us. Like you said, I do that fly shit. You know what I do.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna talk
who
some of
can
that.
I be fly with then?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's a blessing in itself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's I'm sure why you excited about the project, because it's like when we see Free get what was his name? Jake One. You know what I mean?
Yep.
We seen all type of, and it's just like, yo, it works.
Mm-hmm.
It works, and it worked multiple times.
Right.
So I just wanted to say how much that's just always dope to hear from people when they meet somebody like that they could lock in with, because we got a lot of ideas and a lot of projects wound up half finished.
Right.
No fault of our own.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's ill. Was this one of your most enjoyable projects to work on?
I'm not gonna say maybe not the most enjoyable, but it was like I felt like I had a fresh start. You know what I mean? Messing with this young boy, it felt like it was like it wasn't too complicated for me to get busy, and it was like all his beats sounded fresh and new to me, so it like kind of like brought me back a little bit. You know what I mean? Made me feel young again.
What does he do differently, being as though he a new producer? He came up with all the technology. Does he use all the same programs and the same machines?
To be honest, this young boy got like an old feel to him. So that's what I was like, yo, what you know about this? Like, he was playing stuff that I was like, this joint sound like some old school, like, I'm not gonna say Wu-Tang, but it sound like some old Nas stuff. Like, he got them type songs on there. Give me like a Rick Ross feel on one of the joints. So it was like
Flyers.
Yeah.
Like the Joe and Nas and AZ, the Flyers.
Yeah, he got that type feel with it. He got like his 808s and all that hit different, you know what I mean? Like, when I hear him, it's like, ooh, yo, give me that. I need that right there. Yo, pass that off. And he be blessing me with Jones, man.
That's what's up. You been performing? You got any performances coming up?
I don't have no performances set up, but you know what I mean. I'm looking to go shut some stuff down. This summertime, I want to get out there and start shutting some shit down. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, because shit, it's constantly stuff going on, but it's you at the level where you got to pick your battles.
Right. I don't want to be at everything. I just want to be at the right stuff. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, because you done did the run. You know what I mean? You put your
I done did the
you
basketball
can't be
game
in this city and not. You know what I mean? Like, one thing about us, if you come up out the city and ain't nobody heard of you, you did some phenomenal shit.
Right.
It's not normal around here. You know what I'm saying? Even
Right.
with Uzi being the energy that you wouldn't even assume is from Philly, you talk to people, they'll tell you about Uzi just rapping and being in North Philly and all of that. Like,
yep, I did hear about that.
You can't, you don't skip that in Philly often. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of which, who you who's caught your ear recently locally? Who you
Locally?
like? Not either in any genre.
I was in the barbershop the other day, and my barber was playing some boy Amir. Damn, don't give me that. I don't want to
You
get
putting me on, yeah.
I don't want to mess his name up.
But he was
on the come up.
Mm-hmm.
Couple months ago, Amir something. Young boy was spitting.
And he rapping.
He was rapping. He gave me like a Kendrick feel though. He was on some stuff though.
They out there though.
Yeah.
Like, we be counting the youngins out. Like, bro, somebody is watching everybody.
Yup. Young boy was on some stuff though. He was talking stuff. You know Ness always give you some heat rock.
Yo,
that
hardest working
that boy give me heat
with an 8-pin that I know.
That boy give you heat rock all day long. I be like, that shit hot.
I don't even understand how he retains or produces at that
me neither.
Pace.
I guess because he been doing it so long, but he get busy.
He's a robot, bro.
Boy get busy.
Machine.
Boy
Shout
get
out
busy.
to Nuts, man. Definitely a regular.
Let me see this light real quick.
Yeah, definitely a regular. One of the SippinwitSammie favorites.
Yeah, he get busy.
I interview Nuts. Being here 45 minutes after the interview, he give me a full concert. Yo, I want you to hear this. Yo, same. And he performing all this shit, and I'm like, yo,
yeah, boy, he a
you
spitter.
never burn out, bro.
I like it.
I
like
know
his
he
style.
snore when he sleep.
Right, he be done. He give you so much while he woke, right?
Right, like you can't sleep comfortable the way that you go so hard. I know you
that
sleep
boy,
hard.
That boy got he get busy. I ain't gonna fret.
Yeah, that's just a good one.
Yeah. It might be Amir Ali or something like that.
Amir Ali.
That might be his name. I gotta Google him, check him out. But yeah, boy he was on there spending some stuff.
That's dope. And the crazy thing is, the barbershop, boy, it
Right.
never changes.
That's where you go to talk about it.
Never changes.
And my barber, he like a music connoisseur type boy. So he on all that. He asked me, do I got new stuff every time I walk in there?
Dope.
So he like
be putting people on to you too.
Yeah, he definitely introduced people to my music, and I appreciate him for that. My man Pooh, what's up, Pooh?
Yeah, shout out to Pooh, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Thanks for supporting my guy.
Appreciate you,
and
Playboy.
keeping him sharp. You
know what I mean?
He drive himself crazy if his line one right.
My man Pooh, good looking, boy.
Shout out to the sharp blade.
Mm.
But it's funny though because so many stories start with our barbershops. You know what I'm saying? Just throughout our history, but even when you talk about local celebrities, it's like, oh yeah, the boy from the barbershop called me, say come to the shop now.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying?
I heard a lot of people got on. A lot of people got on by they barber telling them somebody else that, like, say they barber cut somebody that's important.
Mm-hmm.
He be like, yo, I'm looking for some new talent. He be like, yo, I know this boy. Call him up, and they get right on. I heard that a couple times. I think I heard that was how Cassie started or something like that. He got on like that.
Cassidy story.
Hey, Cassie got on like that.
Yeah. I think it was Swiss Pop was at the barbershop. Shout out to OG because I hear he the one.
Yeah.
Everybody say he good folks. But like, you know, I grew up in barbershops.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, with my pop, my grandpop, and my uncle all owning barbershops.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I constantly explain to people what I gained from them.
Right.
But like jobs and shit come from the barbershop too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not just famous ones. Like I remember my grandpop telling one of the young boys, go to the post office, they hire him. Go home, put on a motherfucking suit, and come back here. He went home, he got dressed, he came back. He said, now go to the post office and fill out an application.
Right.
Went to the post office, filled out an application just because he listened to my grandfather. He had the respect for my grandfather. He didn't want to do it. He admittedly didn't want to do it.
Right.
He retired from the post office about 15 years ago.
Dang.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
that one little oop. Your grandpa told him.
It be what it be.
And he probably seen he was getting some bread.
Got him shaved up and all. Now go do your thing.
Sometimes all you need is a little push though. That's all people be needing. Like these young boys, they don't even be knowing what they want to do. You drop a little jewel on them, and they take it in and go move on it, change their whole life.
But like,
you be surprised. You fuck with this, Playboy?
No, I'm good. I got one. You
right.
looking. But just imagine like being able to look back and be like, he raised his grandbabies off that job. You know what I'm saying? Like that's powerful. Right. It's powerful to be able to inspire. And that's why I always be boosted with people like you. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Gio, people like that. Right. That really just always give good energy. And I know when y'all talking to these folk, y'all not telling them no bullshit. Right. You know what I mean? Y'all not feeding no cool shit. You're not surrounded. Your barber even got sense. You know what I'm saying? Like that type shit.
You gotta know, like, you've been through some stuff. If you don't get that gain to the next man, what you doing out here? Like, I feel as though as you get older, you gotta start giving back, reaching back and pulling people.
And that energy thing become more and more real because you how much more you got to waste.
Right. You getting
older. How many more frivolous conversations do you really want to have unless they're enjoyable? Right. You know what I mean? We can shoot the shit about the Lakers and the
all day long.
And that's
all
cool.
Day long.
Don't hurt nobody, don't mean nothing to nobody, but that's fun.
Right.
But outside of that, I'm not no trivial shit. Mm. Not at all. I rather build. Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it's about,
so
man.
I respect people like y'all because that's what y'all want. And once again, salute to Gio. We talk about you off camera.
Facts.
Much respect, man. Much respect. I know you'd have been here if you could have been here.
Try to get it.
The fact that you ain't here mean that you doing what you supposed to do, and I appreciate that, man. Mm-hmm. I appreciate that. No, but is Gio on a project?
You know what? Gio is on a project.
What's the name of that joint?
That joint called For Sale. You know I had to put a hustler on the song. I'm talking about hustling. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Did he do the hook?
He didn't do the hook. I did the hook, but he gave me a fire verse on that joint. I let him go last too.
Come up with them hooks kind of fast, man.
Yeah, I let him go last on this joint. So you know what he
let him anchor it?
I let him anchor it. I let him anchor it.
You know, it's funny for our generation that means something. Now they don't even give a fuck, but they
don't even dig
respect.
It. They don't even dig it. Like the person that go last is like he gotta go the hardest. I remember that. Remember that freestyle with Pun? Everybody sit at the table, DMX, Cannabis, and Cannabis got over like, yo, I deserve to go last. Like he meant that shit. Like I felt what he was saying though, and they respected it though, and he killed that shit though. That's when I think he came at LL on that joint.
I don't think people realize what level Cannabis was at. Like he was running around with the Lost Boys. He was on a song with LL. Like he really.
And then he was doing songs with. Then we had songs with the fucking Maya and all them Ghetto Superstars. I heard Wyclef had him plugged in, but in my opinion,
about before the Wyclef play.
Okay, yeah, before the Wyclef play,
he was running around with A+ and them. You know what I'm saying? With the Lost Boy, LV fam and all of that.
Whatever happened to that boy A+?
I don't know, but the crazy thing about it is, I think he came out wrong. I think, you know how you on that borderline of like being grown and you come out with the kid shit and then like next year you grown. Like you don't even want to do that no more. And he could really rap. Right. But nobody could get past him being the kid.
I remember that one bar he had.
Really rap.
Remember that bar he had? I keep stuff bubbling like Alka-Seltzer tab.
which back then was hard.
That was crazy. I'm like, I'm in middle school somewhere. Like, yo,
And he was
that
young.
was crazy.
But I used to get all the mixtapes, like every mixtape, like the shit that we ain't even have in Philly till like a month later.
Mhm.
I used to be on a lot of bus trips to New York with the church and dumb shit like that.
Yeah, just stepping out,
Yeah,
exploring.
and I'd
That's
be
what it was about,
grabbing
though.
them,
All my young boys out there, man, like start exploring, man. Like just take a trip somewhere. Like you don't gotta be with everybody. You don't gotta be with a homie. You can be by yourself. Just jump on a bus somewhere. Not just jump on any bus. Go somewhere, take a trip, man.
Enjoy yourself.
Get out your city sometimes. Yeah, it's more than Philly. I know you heard that 100 times, but that shit real.
I tell the youngins, you ain't gotta go to college, but if your man do, go kick it with him.
Go
for like
visiting.
4 days.
Right.
Get your mind out the hood for a little bit. See some people doing some thorough shit. Be around some women. Party a couple times. Like, but if your man thorough, you ain't going to worry about much but food.
Right.
If that, you know what I'm saying? But like, just do it for yourself, just to see. Like, that's a vacation.
That's dope. Yeah, get up out of here.
You could catch them up mega bus to that. You know what I'm saying?
I remember taking trips down south. Go holler at it, go play at college or something, just because it was something to do, and I wasn't doing it.
We used to go homecoming hopping. We used to go to everybody's homecoming.
Yep.
I pop up at your homecoming with 20 people with me, all with sweatsuits and velours on. We used to be drawn like we out
20
there.
people with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to be
that.
loaded, packed in little shit, Altimas, Saturns, rented a Tahoe or something. You know what I mean? Like we used to just make it happen, bro. It pop up. We used to have women with us.
I remember that trip. I remember trips like that, man.
Yeah.
Good old days, man. I feel like an old head talking about the good old days, but it was real though.
But it's real, and it's like you had to be thorough to do certain stuff. Cause we was too young to rent them trucks. You know what I mean? They weren't renting them to you.
Definitely wasn't giving you. What you had to be 25?
25, 27.
That'd be 25 to get a rental, like especially the big boy joints.
Yep.
You might get lucky, get like a Ford Focus.
You see what I'm saying? They
But
give
no.
you some nonsense.
Yeah, they give you some
Even if
shit
you got to
just
play there, they ain't trying to give you a truck.
You gotta be old enough, y'all.
Yep. And then locally, I know in Philly, they be wanting to see anywhere by the airport. They want to see that you flew in to get you a truck.
Yeah. Dang.
They want you to show that you flew in. So like when we was renting them Jones, we was doing big boy shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Back then.
On a small level, but it was just about like my peoples is our peoples, man. Let's go see our peoples. There's a bunch of black folks having a party a few cities down.
Right.
Let's go party with them.
Right. That shit dope, man.
Yeah,
That shit dope.
I think that's what's missing now from a lot of kids. They're the generation that grew up on a computer, so they don't even like socialization is just always going to be awkward for them. So they have to be influenced and nudged and other things, and they really want to do other shit because they're young, they're growing, they're learning. They want to do other shit.
Right.
They need to know what's cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They need to dig what's cool. Like we're at a point where it ain't all about football and basketball in the hood no more. We see people's kids playing soccer and people's kids doing big in baseball and stuff like that, which we've always been great at baseball, but it shrunk participation in the hood.
Yep.
But I think now, like, if you tell the kid, like, yo, that's dope, or hey, you like playing a video game, influence him in a way that he can get on one of these teams and make him some money. Make him some money. You ain't the idiot for sitting in front of the video game no more.
Gotta give you the young boys.
You can harness that.
Gotta give him the game at all aspects of it.
And then what happens? Now he's traveling. Now he's getting on buses and going to other towns for competitions and socializing. You see what I'm saying? But he's still on the video game.
Just because he was playing a video game in the career. Yeah, that's facts.
So,
I hear you on that one.
That's what I'm on with it. But for somebody that you've been doing this a while, you put out a new project, you got new energy out here. What do you want to do differently this time than you've done in previous projects?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think I gotta get more visual, man. I gotta shoot a vid for each joint. I only got 4 joints.
Yeah.
Why not shoot a vid for each joint?
Yeah.
I got to. You know what I mean? Like that's something different.
Don't do them all in one day though. I know you.
No, I ain't gonna do them all in one day.
I know you.
You know, ain't enough hours in the day to shoot a whole video. 4
please
joints.
don't shoot them all in one day.
No, I ain't gonna do that. But I definitely want to do some shit like that. You know, just get more exposure out there, man. You know, I gotta keep connecting with people like I've been doing. But
I think you would be a good person to do a day in the life type of vlog or video.
I'm down with that. Yeah, I'm down with that.
I think that there's a lot of mystery to you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? There's like we know the artist side of Vito. We know the
quiet money,
entrepreneur
man.
side of Vito. But nobody really knows what the other side looks like.
Nah.
Or what it takes to be that guy.
It's in some of these songs, man. Listen to these songs.
No, you talk about it for sure.
Listen to these last couple of these new 4 joints I got.
Oh, so now we definitely delving in.
Got to. I mean, I get a little personal on these joints. You know what I mean? But it's always a good time with Vito when I'm in the building. Good energy.
What was personal? What's the first thing that you think that you said on there that you consider personal when you say that?
I talk about my brother passing on this John. You know what I mean?
Bless.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Brother
Is
King.
it the first time you talked about that on the record?
No, I talked about this prior, but this on my first project talking about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a couple features, you know what I mean? I throw my brother out there. Yeah. But
we do that.
yeah, got to. That's to let you know I'm thinking of him and shit. And then this the first time dropping it on his album though. That shit dope.
How did that feel though? Because I heard Killer Mike recently say he never acknowledged that his grandmother and his mother had died. He never had like literally had said it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know we got a lot of ways of saying stuff without saying it. But he said on this project, which is a dope project, the Michael joint, he starts the first words out his mouth is my mother and grandmother died. Like it's the first time
they saying that Killer Mike joint stupid.
It's real. It's dope.
I
drove to Maryland, listened to a couple.
Yeah.
Of stuff. It's dope.
You the second week. I've
I
been hearing about that
Killer
joint.
Mike as a person and as an artist. I love Killer Mike, but like he didn't know how much it would mean for him to say that until he said it. So how does it feel for you when you're acknowledging your brother on these tracks in the way that you do? Does it help?
Yeah, definitely talk about it. You know what I mean? They say if you don't talk about the dead, they die twice.
Wow.
That's some shit I seen in the movie. That shit was hot, right?
Because they also say
Got to.
They also say you never die as long as they still talking about you. As long as you in their mouth, you never die.
Right.
So the opposite has to be true.
That shit was some hard shit though. Yeah, that shit crazy.
That's crazy. But like, that's the thing though. When people touch you so much, there's emotions attached to names. You know what I'm saying? Like, you somebody you writing, when you get to a certain energy or you start feeling a certain way, oh shit, Gio, oh shit, my brother. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh shit, mom. Like whatever have you, that's just the natural order of things. I think.
Right.
I think we don't think about it that way though. We don't attach people to emotions directly.
No.
We put them in a bubble and we don't dissect it.
Right.
You know what I mean? As far as what you get, like I always say, we all got that friend that every time you see them, worst day in the world, nicest day in the world, they always happy as shit to see you.
Right.
And if you having a bad day, you get happy too, at least for 2 minutes.
That'd be the energy right there.
You know what I mean? Like that's something that has to be isolated and recognized. You need to let them know that. And you need to treat them like that. Because at the same time, we know they're not always good. You know how they say check on your strong friend. They're not always good.
Nah.
But they always make you feel good. You see what I'm saying?
Need them.
So I think we need to be more introspective about who we deal with that we hold close to us so that we can make the most out of our journey with them. So you talking about your brother openly, I commend that because I understand that you wouldn't be complete if you didn't.
Yeah, got to.
You would be fighting yourself.
All day.
You would be fighting yourself. How's the family though, man?
Everybody good, you know. Can't complain about nothing.
Yeah. When's the last time all the family got together?
Last time the family got together, damn, I was just at a little event like last year with the family, you know what I mean?
Everybody, that's dope, man.
Yeah, it should be coming up again. We should be doing something again this year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
You know we at the age now where we gotta start organizing the family reunions and shit, right?
Dang. That's some real shit.
You know that's us now, right?
Damn,
we can't leave it.
we
Think
in that
about
era.
one generation over. They old. They you don't want them doing all the heavy lifting.
That's facts. That's facto right there.
So next time y'all get together, talk to your cousins, man. Let them know, like,
what's going
we can
on.
do some new cool shit, and they just go ahead to come.
Just set it up, lay that shit out.
Yeah, man, and do
That's
some
like
fundraisers and so that you can help the people that may need help getting there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's dope.
Fundraising is still a thing.
Mhm.
You understand that? You know about guerrilla marketing.
That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be dope as shit right there.
But I think that we complain a lot about what's going on and whose kids is these and all of that. Yeah, man, make these motherfuckers accountable for seeing their family and having to give updates every year.
Right.
Show them somebody else cares about them.
Right.
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret, right? And don't tell him I told y'all. That is Canada Dry and Cavassier in his glass.
Chaser with the Cavassier.
Oh my God, this nigga that made Kool-Aid out of cognac, and he flashing it to the people on the live. Shout out to everybody on the live. Man.
Back though.
Thanks for
What up,
supporting
what
my God.
That shit tastes alright though. Yeah.
I ain't even mad at you, man. Like I say, go ahead. And shout out to Nori, but this ain't Drink Champs. I don't force anything. We drink at our leisure.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna be in this joint leaving crazy.
Drinking.
Yeah, I appreciate
That's
that.
how you gotta drink. But
I remember last time I was in here, you had me drinking this shit. I was like, yo, I gotta take this whip. You was like, take that shit down, take this shot. I'm like, yo, saying funny as shit.
yeah, man. Come on, man.
You wouldn't let me leave with that shit.
Nah. You better off not leaving with it anyway.
Right.
Honestly.
No, you was funny as shit that day. I remember that. That was like last year sometime, I think.
Yeah, that's when you and G came.
Yeah.
Yep. But I mean, I'm old fashioned. I was raised by the old school bar rules. You know what I mean? Drinking hospitality, all type of things. Like the way I come up from my family to even homies that I knew, older niggas in the streets, like food, drugs, and alcohol, we can always share.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because nourishment is a necessity. So if you starving and I got 3 wings, then we going to split these wings. You know what I mean? Like
That's
that. It is what it is. But at the same time, how am we be selfish with indulgences such as alcohol and drugs, which for me is weed, quote unquote drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I don't understand how to be stingy with those things. So I just encourage people to enjoy themselves at their leisure. But don't walk out of here with my liquor and pour that shit in Joel or leave it in the car to the bar with that. Like no, drink that. That shit ain't cheap.
Yeah, I respect that. Drink that head.
Any new merch coming? Any new clothing? Because you have a clothing line.
Yes.
So it's weird to say merch with you, but I guess you would be doing collabs with yourself. You need to do that.
That sounds crazy.
You
What
need to be
exactly
intentional about that.
Doing collabs with myself. What you talking about?
Because the clothing line, shout out the clothing line.
EDC clothing.
Right.
Every dollar counts.
Every dollar counts. Is
Yeah,
the
I mean,
line.
check the gram out. Should be on their links.
Vito the Captain is the artist.
Yup.
So the captain and every dollar counts need to have an X in the middle of them and a T-shirt and shit attached to
Like
it.
a collabo.
Yeah, you can
I see what you're saying.
collab on your own shit because at that point, now we talking about limited edition collectors, boutique
Gang.
level shit,
Gang. I feel you on that.
and you ain't even got to talk to nobody but you.
Uh-huh.
to get it done. you take what
You ain't got to talk to nobody but you.
Yeah, because you take what EDC already is doing,
Uh-huh.
and you give it the energy that you would give a tour piece.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Something that you would specifically make for a project or a tour,
Right.
and you do it on the other side, but you make sure that they're both represented. I think that would be fly as hell. I'm definitely grabbing. I'm a large buyer. But
man,
yeah,
I appreciate that.
I
That's
think
a
that
good
would be
idea.
ill.
That's a good idea right there.
Why not? Because then sometimes we have people from both sides. They don't realize we do the other side. So at least they know that the other side exists, even if they don't know it's you.
Right.
Even if they don't know every dollar counts is Vito's clothing line, they know that every dollar counts exists, and vice versa. I think that'd be ill.
That shit definitely do. I've been seeing them collabos too. That's
Everybody's
a thing.
doing collabs.
That's a thing right now. Yeah.
Everybody doing collabs, and you know, Gio did some dope shit and put everybody brand on one shirt that time.
Killed it.
He's ahead of the game for that. Like that's where it's at. Cross representation.
Right.
Gotta tear it up. So when the next movie you gonna be in, Vito? Man, we gotta get you on the screen, man.
Who you telling? Yo, I've been on some shit with that movie shit. That might be my next lane.
Yeah. So when you doing it again?
I don't know. I got some shit written on my phone. Like some funny script shit, like some Friday shit, but I gotta figure out how to get a bunch of those. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'll be some ill shit.
And what would your ideal situation be? Say, project done.
What type of project? Movie shit? Done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Where would you? Because people make the Tubi jokes or whatever have you. But how would you think? What would your rollout be? Would you want to go straight to somebody like that, like a DSP, or would you guerrilla that thing, put it on your own site on a on a Boosie tip?
I think that'd be the best way right there. that sounds like it's more profitable right there that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get like a website. Hey, everybody go through the website, watch my vid, watch my movie. I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be hard because I mean it's opportunity in that, and like Boosie's a genius. As much as he disappoints us sometimes, man, the biggest shit is called BoosieMovie.com. You can't forget it. So get you something like that.
Right, straight to the point.
Get you something like that and write up. I
respect it. Shout out to Boosie with that one.
But I think that all content, everything's about content now. So we need to create it. We are the creatives. We ain't gonna look like this forever.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
At some point they gonna be like, damn, that nigga been old forever. So we gotta do it now. So we like, no, remember that? I did that. I was handsome. That was before the beer belly.
Right.
Mine coming soon, by the way. To be announced. To be announced. But
Same crazy.
anything that you do though on that side, if I can help, let me know, man. I don't mind doing anything on the set.
I appreciate
in
that.
front of the camera or behind the camera. I'm willing to learn. We can figure it out together, man. Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
And make some dope shit to leave, man. What is your take? Like, what do you see your legacy at? Like, what do you want to leave? Because music is here, so people
Music is
already
here.
know you was a dope artist.
What do I want to leave? That's a good question. I just want to leave, you know what I'm saying, the love, man. Like, Vito was a boy that did right with everybody. You know what I mean? Show love with everybody.
So that's what the tombstone says. Show love to everybody.
Show love to everybody.
Is that easy?
Wake up and handle his business
Is that easy
every day.
to show love to everybody?
Is that easy?
It's easier than not, maybe.
That's a good question too. Right? I don't know, man.
It's just how you are.
That's how you.
You don't know the alternative.
I don't know the alternative right now.
No, because I'm evil. No, I'm not. I'm an asshole though.
You're
But
an asshole.
I think it balances it out for me, like, because I don't mean no harm. But
Right.
at the same time, I do go above and beyond in a lot of instances to make sure that people are decent and feel good about themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm going to still call you ugly.
That's good. That's good energy though.
You know what I
I'm saying?
mean?
People need that energy right there.
And I tell, like, I got a bunch of friends that I call ugly, and they respond to it. Some of their moms call me ugly, and we call each other ugly. But you know what happens is, I never called an ugly person ugly, if there is a such a thing. But I never called somebody that I thought was insecure about their looks
Right.
ugly. I say it to people that carry themselves a certain way, and it becomes a joke.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can laugh at yourself and say, you right, I'm ugly as shit.
Certain people can't take jokes like that though. Even though you know it's love, even though you know you just fucking with them, they can't take them jokes. That
And that's
shit be
why I
fucking
say,
with them, fucking with them.
That's why I say I'm an asshole.
Right. That's why.
Because if you can't deal with that, I really don't want to deal with you. And not
Right.
even just the ugly thing, but just, you know, the way I show love.
That's just my communication style.
Mm-hmm.
And some people don't be biting with that though. Some people should be the total opposite.
My rule of thumb is I wouldn't fuck with you if I don't fuck with you. I don't open the door for you to
Right.
joke on me by joking on you if I don't fuck with you, because you were not supposed to talk to me like that. So I'm not going to start with you.
You ever fucking somebody just try to crack a joke? You never talk to the person ever before they crack a joke and it's straight trying to grind you up joke like.
Bro, I got in a fight in high school that almost got me kicked out over that. This girl told a dude that he stink. And I'm on the other side of math class gambling, bro. I'm playing cards.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, because I was with Jay Mom. He ain't even know me. Like, I think I seen him on a basketball court one time. Like, we wasn't cool,
Right.
bro. I jumped out that seat so quick and went running across that classroom. My man was like, 0 tolerance policy, 0 tolerance policy. All right, cool.
Right.
Ran on my locker after 8th period. Found his locker and waited for him to load his shit like I was Tupac on Juice. And we took the walk.
Yo, you
And
wild
I
as
followed
shit.
him all the way, because I was at ENS at the time. I followed him all the way to McGonigal Hall where the NTAs ain't watching you no more.
Mm-hmm.
Creased him. And it was just like, I didn't have nothing to do with that, and we not brown like that.
Right.
You don't get to talk about, what are you talking about? I don't even play mom jokes. Like, what? It was so amazing. And it was one of those situations where, like,
No, you just gotta check them though. When they do that type
but he
shit,
got his
just check
ass
them.
whooped, and he knew it was his fault.
Yeah, I just be checking niggas when they be on that type shit. Check them.
I wasn't that smart back then, bro. My
Yeah, you was young when
temperament was
you
so
young.
crazy, because you talking about 14, I'm 15 at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My temperament was so crazy that the only thing I could think was moving furniture. Like, literally, she's at the board trying to teach, and the whole back row of chairs is just getting pushed out the way.
Yeah.
Like, that's all I cared about. And my man had a lot of sense, and shout out to Maurice. Grabbed my chest and was like, bro, 0 tolerance policy. I'm like, you right.
Mm-hmm.
It's last period anyway.
Shit almost over.
You know what I mean? And it was just one of those things, and it's like, so before that and since that was even more reason for me to not joke with people I don't fuck with. Because I can't take it.
Right.
I can't take it. I can give it, you know how people say you give but you can't take it? Yes, I can. I can take it for the people I give it to.
Yeah, you got my whole thing when it comes to them type of situations, you just gotta check it right there and see where it goes. Just let him know, like, yo, we ain't cool like that, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't that smart.
You
bro.
feel me?
Like, I've grown to that point. You know what I'm saying? I've walked away from a lot of stuff and might have looked some kind of way walking away. But the way that my mentality is nowadays and the way society is and the way that it's blatantly still against us, I ain't fighting us no more for no reason, bro. Like, I can't keep fighting us and we fighting everybody else. It's a burnout on my side. I care about too much to keep doing it just to prove to myself that I still can do what I know I can do. You know what I mean? Because it gets to that point sometimes. You get older, you like,
Right.
It ain't worth it.
Ain't worth it.
You wake up for the next 3 days in pain. You won the fight. You hurt.
You won the fight.
It
You
ain't
hurt.
worth going to jail over it. It's not worth having an ongoing thing over. So I chill.
Yo, what up with y'all out there? I see y'all. Go to my live.
They on your live.
They're on my live. So
This is what
share this joint.
This is
Everybody else
what-
on my live.
this is what ginger ale and cognac does. Niggas all this live say go to my live. Yo. Not go get my project out now.
Yeah, that right there too. Go get the project out now. Vito da Captain. Ayo got the sauce. The juice versus the sauce.
Dope. Who else has AO produced for that you're aware of?
I believe he had a joint with Petey. Got a Petey joint.
Shout out
I
Craig,
think he even got a Chris joint.
Craig, you a legend. I ain't arguing.
They got a beef from Chris too.
Was you there that night that we were trying to convince Craig that he was a legend?
No, I wasn't there.
We was at the G Shop one day. Craig was there on somebody's show. He might have been on Blockaway's show.
I was down there one time when Petey was down there though.
And we called him a legend. He kept arguing it on air. And when he got off air, I called him in the office. Like, nigga, you ain't... Who you talking to?
Petey a boy.
You know what I mean? Like, I went to AAU practice listening to y'all. Man, you put out a handful of singles and they're going to play forever.
Yep.
That's not easy to do.
Yeah, he a boy.
Like, that's different. That's different. When you was coming up in the city, right? DVD era, mixtape era. What was your twist? What was the joint that you was fucking with the most? Was it a person or
mixtape? I was all about that state property movement though. I was all on them joints. That's time when that sucking song came out with.
I think we feel like Harlem people feel about Dipset with state property. That shit
they was one of them.
major,
That was a crazy mixtape era. You know you got fuck with the D Block niggas. They had a crazy era.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
G Unit had a good mixtape.
G Unit. They
had a
like,
great mixtape.
yo, it's 20 years now from that shit right now.
Damn.
Ain't that crazy?
Damn. Squad Up from Wayne. When Wayne had the Squad Up joints, was you fucking with them joints?
Squad Up.
Squad Up was his own.
It sound familiar.
That's when he started rapping over East Coast beats. That's when he started being able to talk that best rapper.
But Wayne was definitely out there though. He definitely got some shit. I probably just don't know the title of them joints, but I always listen to Weezy.
Yeah, because that Laker Yellow Lambo, Laker Yellow Rari, Laker Yellow 911, like all of that joint, that was on there.
That's that John?
Yeah, that was on there.
Yeah.
Everybody heard that shit.
Wayne got some heat.
But we grew up at a great time in music on some real shit. Like, do you realize, I thought about this the other day.
We had Biggie and Pac, bro. There ain't nothing iller than that.
Biggie, Pac, Nas, and Jay-Z. We used to argue about them like they was wrestlers or something, action figures. And these are the greatest motherfuckers ever.
Yo, you know what be making me think though? The boy Big died when he was 25.
Yeah,
Ain't that
Pac
crazy?
too. Pac was young as fuck.
Yo, Big was spitting like he was grown.
Yeah, they were.
He was 25 spitting like that.
But
That was crazy to me. Now I think about it.
and I mean, even you think about what he said on record. Cool. Look at his business acumen.
Right.
He built Junior Mafia. Them motherfuckers ain't even rap.
Yeah, he was writing all that shit I heard.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
like, y'all gonna do this, and you know what they said? Yes, sir.
Why wouldn't they?
You know what I'm saying? But everybody don't go. You know what I mean? But like he had the mindset to know that, all right, this puff shit is what it is, but I need something for me. You know what I mean? We need a way to keep being able to generate. And he wanted to be a businessman and a mogul more than a rapper. People don't realize that. So a 40-year-old Biggie would have been a sight to see, bro. A fucking sight to see. Like, if you just look at, and people say Jay-Z benefited so much from their death, but if you look at Jay-Z and Nas' business portfolio right now, what you think Biggie would have been doing? What you think Pac would have been doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, It's money. What they keep saying is enough money out here for everybody, right? So the same way that he can get $1 billion, he can get a $500 million, Puff can get one. So can. That's sad when you think about 25 years old.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But that's why we have to maximize potential. That's why you got to collab with yourself. Like, you got to do everything because you made it far enough and you control enough of your own career, business, and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you ain't got no excuses.
Right.
You ain't got no fucking excuse. That's going to be your legacy. Your legacy is going to bounce all over the place. Treating people good is that bring you closer to God, like, you know what I mean? But your footprints are going to run rampant, just based on what you've already done. But just think about you 10 years from now, 20 years from now, with your mindset and your network.
Right.
Now, I asked you earlier about performing, and you said you want to get in the mix this summer. I think you should plan your own event.
Right.
Not necessarily for the summer. You got the fall and you got holiday season coming when everybody's in the mix.
It's my birthday in November, man.
Yeah, I
So
think
that'll
you
be
should,
a good time to
I
pull
think
up.
you should, cause I'm really big on the fact that I think that you are meticulous in planning.
Right.
I think you should coordinate something and give people your energy.
That'd be a good vibe right there. Yeah. Call everybody out. You know what I mean? Spit the album real quick for everybody.
Take them back, let them hear a couple of them joints that they fuck with from before. You know what I mean? Like, really make it a night the way that the OGs is doing it for each other nowadays.
That sound like a move, man.
I think, and we was
Fact.
at Geo joint. It was a good night. You know what I'm saying? I think you need one of them, man. You need we need to put some more light on you.
You heard that? Put some more light on me. My man Sam talking that shit.
No, I'm keeping it G with you.
Right.
Because, like you said, you treat people right, so you deserve it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And you're talented.
Oh, I appreciate that.
So on top of that, it's like
Salute, man.
they only going to see us. Sometimes we gotta create the box.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you gotta create the box. You gotta make the Vito box so that it's just like the Barbie box. Motherfuckers want to rent it out for their party to take pictures in the Vito box. You gotta know what the Vito box look like.
Yeah, we gotta sit down and talk too, boy. you got some visions though, like, and I'm fucking with it.
No, because like I said, you ain't get this far in being a creative and in networking and all of that in the tri-state to just be like, yeah, I've been putting out music.
Right.
It's time to act crazy, respectfully, humbly. You know what I mean?
Make a motherfucking movie.
You got good chains,
You
but you ain't buying
if
pieces.
I shoot a movie, you gonna come through?
I'm coming.
All right, say no more.
What you
Y'all
want
heard
me to
that,
do?
right? I'm gonna shoot a movie. Sam gonna have a role in my job.
No, I'm gonna do you one better. When you shoot the movie, I'm gonna be in it.
Say no more.
Yo, that's if shit.
I'm gonna do
It
that.
was
Sam
a
rocking
split.
with
We
me.
all be high. When you shoot the movie, you know what I mean? And I'm always, you know, I am. If I could figure out something that makes sense for you, I'm gonna shoot it to you.
Right.
Because I'm not here talking because I got teeth.
Uptown. It's gonna be an uptown movie, but it's gonna have all my homies in there. But it's gonna be written perfectly. It's gonna be shot perfectly. You know what I
See
mean?
what I'm saying? But you got enough niggas.
Yeah, I know a lot of people.
Yeah, and you know the women's. Because we
Know a
gotta
lot
give
of
them
women.
something to look at. You gotta give them something to look at.
Gotta
No.
give them something to look at.
Yeah, they don't just want to see beards the whole joint.
Right.
But no, I think that the universe is giving us people that have been in it for a while the opportunity to figure out if we could do it for ourselves
Mm-hmm.
without the middleman and the extra shit we used to think we had, the hurdles we used to think we had to use. So think on those ladies. And I'm only talking to you like this because you've been on here before, so we got to know you already. Now
Yeah.
me and you just talking.
Yeah, we just in there having a
You know what I
conversation,
mean?
man.
And
Chilling
it's for
sipping
the
with
people
Sam.
because
Yeah.
somebody can learn from it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm waiting on the collab, and I'm waiting for you to start working towards a date for you to present your vibe. That's the two things. That would be my homework to you if you would accept such.
Right, because I think last time I was on here, I was talking about dropping this album too.
Yeah, you said that you was working on something.
So you got me when I fuck with Sam, I get my entertainment bag. That's how I feel when I fuck with Sam. I get in my entertainment bag.
See how you isolate
entertainment.
everything?
You know what I'm saying?
You put
Gotcha.
me in a cubicle. But I'm good with that. Like I said, we gotta create our box.
Got to.
You know what I mean? People gotta know
I
what they can get
understand
from
what you're saying when you say that though.
you. Yeah, they gotta know what it is when they come to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's your world. You know what I mean? You gotta be currency. Show what jet life is. That type shit.
You gotta become currency. That was hot.
I hate rappers, yo.
Yeah.
Rappers kill me. You done made a triple entendre out of my joke.
I said I go by Vito, nigga.
Uh-huh.
But I don't need no introduction.
Right.
I'm getting quiet money. My mama think I do construction.
Uh-huh.
I'm with the shits. I rock a nigga for nothing. Uptown where I'm buzzing, made a killing off of Tussin, rocking Travis Scott's. When I jump about that foreign bins, double guaps, they identical, like the Morris twins. You know what I'm saying? I'm on that type shit. Like I be talking about, I be in my bag
Shout out to
sometimes.
Morris twins too, man. That's
Yeah.
funny.
That was some shit. I just be spitting though.
I did an interview today. Somebody interviewed me, and one of the first questions they asked me was, "What does it mean to you to be from Uptown?"
What does it mean to me?
Yeah.
I mean, I take pride in that. You know what I mean? It's a couple real niggas up there. Matter of fact, it's a lot of real niggas uptown. Fuck a couple. It's a lot of real niggas uptown. And they all show love, and I show love back. And my homies doing the music shit, and my homies doing all the other shit, the clothing shit. We out here.
I told
Uptown
him,
I take pride in that.
I said, I remember we used to get clowned for having grass and trees. I used to just be confused. Like, I like partying in North Philly, but I love being able to sit on my step and just hear calm sometimes at nighttime. Like,
Here calm.
I could drive 15 minutes to the action.
Yo, you said
I
here
like-
calm.
I was young when I realized that being able to relax back in them days when we was growing up, it was a little more chill. It was like, that was a vibe for me, man. I appreciated that.
Yeah,
I wasn't one of them uptown dudes that was acting like I was from North Philly. I'm from Mount Airy.
yeah, you ain't gotta be on that.
I'm from Mount Airy, but all my niggas is from North. No, but appreciate you, man. Definitely. Whenever you got something else going on, and when you can give me some updates on the things we talked about, come back through and talk to the people about it.
Of course, I'm gonna be back through here, man. I fucks with you, Sam. I appreciate you having me.
Hey,
Real
you
shit.
still ain't do a concert series yet, so next time I do a hip hop, I have hip hop people on the concert series. I'm gonna reach out to you, see if you got some time to maybe figure out a couple tracks from the new project that you want to get to people.
Let me know. Let
Have
me
some
know. I'll
fun
pull
with
up. Hit my phone.
Have some fun with it.
You know what I mean?
Appreciate you, bro.
No, I appreciate you, man.
This is Sipping with Sammie. I am Sipping with Sammie, Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't sipping with Sammie, you ain't sipping right. Please get your fucking life together. That part.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it. Vito. Shit, I don't need no poker face. Every play I'm all in. How Hurts get the ball in, that's how I get the rollin'. My line ain't Alicia. Keys keep them falling. If you got my number and don't call me, then you fraudin'. Niggas don't get fresh like us, they be getting trashed in. I'ma get a trash can so you can put your trash in. I remember days I was slipping, they was laughing. Now I'm on all platforms getting traction. Killing every sauce beat, lyrical assassin. Wait until this shit drop, we gon' go and cash it. White like Aspen, got medical and aspirin. Deals with the dickies on, I kill them in this fashion. If one of us we go through it, then we all slide. I got my youngins drilling buckets, I'm a point guard. When niggas hit the door, I buzz them through the intercom. My youngin' cool, his paper straight, he like a Invisalign. Everything for sale, I'm a real vet. Curves in your savings, that's the real flex. Give it to you early, cause I meal prep. They not fucking with me, they ain't got the skill set. Everything for sale, I'm a real vet. Curves in your savings, that's the real flex. Give it to you early, cause I meal prep. They not fucking with me, they ain't got the skill set. Shit, see God did with this guy flow. I blow, then we all go. I can't get caught slipping, I treat every place like Roscoe's. I'm getting chicken, it's a different type of Roscoe's. He deserve it if I hit him, then my eyes close. Shorty asked me, can she hold something? Well, I need a favor. Shorty all shot now, I ain't even taser. She was riding so hard, I had her sign this waiver. Now I got her pushing for me like she giving labor. I grind like Jamaican clubs. Shit, I grind cause I hate the mud. Was out Cali, had to rake the bud. Had my family checking on me, others faking love. What I would do for my brother back in the way it was. Whole team certified, go and check the stickers. I keep buying new whips, G keep buying blickers. Tango in that cash shit, that's the shit we into. I get away fast while he cutting out the window. They tryna figure out my style, asking what he on. I think I'm more Vito Corleone and Nicky Bonds. Quiet money haters, get ready for the storm. Umbrellas come with the whip, they in the doors. Shorty showing off her body, all her jackets waist lift. I've been getting bigger, but I don't even weight lift. Shorty wanna know what type of car, I said a spaceship. Now she wanna know what type of work, I told her day shift. Everything for sale, I'm a real vet. Curves in your savings, that's the real flex. Give it to you early, cause I meal prep. They not fucking with me, they ain't got the skill set. Everything for sale, I'm a real vet. Curves in your savings, that's the real flex. Give it to you early, cause I meal prep. They not fucking with me, they ain't got the skill set.
Everything for sale when you paying full price. If I put tax on it, then it's like you paying twice. Running through the money got me running through the lights. I don't work for nobody, I don't listen to the hype. Call me Big Moondy, I retired from a Goonie. But if you start drawing, I'ma turn into a movie. This ain't a cartoon, but my troopers getting goofy. Have you painted to the wall like Maya Angelou's ruin. I got a new addiction, it's the 762s. They pointy at the front, I like to match them with the shoes. I think with the sights, I attach it to the roof. Been winning so much lately, I be laughing when I lose.
Everything for sale, I'm a real vet. Curves in your savings, that's the real flex. Give it to you early, cause I meal prep. They not fucking with me, they ain't got the skill set.